Good morning. The acting migration minister yesterday slammed the xenophobic backlash for the government's ongoing transfer of thousands of migrants from the Canary Islands to the mainland. With the island's services overwhelmed, Madrid is organising the transfer of 11,000 migrants to the rest of Spain. The migrants will stay in military barracks, hostels, hotels and other centres. Salvador Esquerdo, a Popular Party councillor in the Malaga city of Toros, complained on Wednesday that 240 migrants had already been given free shelter in a local hotel. Whilst the city released a statement rebuking Esquerdo's comments, he is not the only right-wing politician to speak in similar terms. Far-right Vox Vice President of Castilla y León, Juan García Gallardo, travelled to a hotel on Wednesday that is hosting 183 migrants in his region. He said in a video posted to Twitter that young male migrants were causing women and the town to feel endangered and accused the central government of fueling an invasion of migrants. Meanwhile, Isabel Díaz Ayuso, the PP president of Madrid, slammed the government for sending more than 100 migrants overnight and without any communication. Family members of people taken hostage by Hamas after their October 7th attack on Israel are conducting a tour of Europe to maintain the focus on the plight of their loved ones and to urge the world to help recover them. The relatives addressed the media in Paris and Rome on Wednesday, and yesterday another group spoke to the media in Madrid, as well as meeting with the Foreign Minister José Manuel Álvarez. A spokesman for the Israeli civil society groups that organised the tour said the trips were funded by private contributions and events would also take place in Brussels, Copenhagen, The Hague, Vienna and Berlin in the coming days. In Madrid, the families urged the government to encourage the few countries in direct contact with Hamas to press for the hostages' release. The European Central Bank left interest rates unchanged as expected yesterday, ending an unprecedented streak of 10 consecutive rate hikes. Price pressures are finally easing and inflation has more than halved in a year, whilst the economy has slowed so much that a recession may be underway, making further hikes unlikely. Repeating the bank's guidance from 6 weeks ago, ECB President Christine Lagarde hinted at a steady policy ahead. The decision to keep rates on hold is likely to reinforce expectations that the world's biggest central banks, including the US Federal Reserve, are essentially done with tightening policy after an unprecedented series of synchronized hikes. And an EasyJet flight that arrived at Palma Airport in Mallorca yesterday was immediately surrounded by armed police. The flight arrived from Birmingham and was met on the tarmac by a large number of both Guardia Civil and National Police officers as it landed. It was reported that the aircraft's pilot somehow accidentally activated a hijack alert. The passengers were not allowed to disembark until the police had conducted a thorough search. Once it was established that the incident was in fact a false alarm, the security forces were eventually stood down. Exactly how the hijack alarm came to be activated at around 1 p.m. local time has not yet been revealed. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.